COVID-19 forecast with meteorologist Ryan Argenti.
See, there's some rain and also a mix of some snow in some portions of the area, including Hershey at this time. Got a little bit of a light breeze, but also if you look towards the reflection of the light here, you can see some of those snowflakes are coming down at this time. It's allowing the temperatures are just enough where it's allowing some of that snow to be able to come down towards the surface. Despite some of these temperatures being into the mid 30s, could be seeing a transition to rain here shortly for Hershey. But you can see Storm Team Live Radar Network. Some of these light showers are beginning to move out. You can still see a mix of some rain and some snow. So most areas are seeing some snowflakes, some rain, or you're seeing straight snow, especially if you're towards Dauphin and Lebanon counties at this time. In portions of northern Lancaster County, you're probably seeing some straight snow, but other areas seeing a mix of some rain. And that's what we're going to continue to track as we go through the rest of the night tonight. But it's also an impact night because we could see some wet and slushy roads, and also with the falling temperatures getting close to that freezing mark could allow for some icy or slippery conditions to further worsen, I would say, or exasperate is what I should say. Milder pattern, though, as we get into this upcoming work week. That February thaw will allow for some above average temperatures to start to move in. And then once we get into the rest of this week, or the majority of this week, we are tracking a bit of an active pattern with more chances for rain and potentially some more snow. But you can see temperatures are right around average for this time of the year. 42 is what we expect for this time of the year. 41 is what we received, or is what we recorded at Harrisburg International Airport. You can see right around par in terms of overnight lows, about 400ths of an inch of rainfall at Harrisburg International. But because of the falling temperatures and also areas of dense fog, already seeing some fog develop across the area, we did issue tonight as an impact night, mainly for those slippery conditions. But you can see temperatures dropping down close to the lower 30s, 32 to 36 for tomorrow morning, with some patchy fog early, still remaining mostly cloudy, and then still going to be seeing that increased cloud cover as we get into the afternoon. We may see a stray shower late in the day for tomorrow, but it's very stray though, and we'll be continuing to watch that, but some hints are there that we could see a stray shower late, 42 to 46 degrees for the afternoon. But here's some detailed explanations in terms of the timing, the precipitation type, and also some of the potential totals. Could see a coating to 1 inch of some snow in some communities, but looking at mainly some light rain and a mix of some of that snow as we go through the rest of this late evening into tonight. It'll be ending by 2 a.m. But here's some of the road conditions in terms of the forecast. Highways and on and off ramps could be wet to slushy, but we could see a minor coating for some neighborhood streets and some side streets for some areas. Mid 30s across the area at this time, but you can see temperatures dropping down close towards that freezing mark in some areas. And here's the visibility at this time, less than 5 miles for most of the area. Really, the 5 miles is really the most visibility, or the greatest visibility we're seeing at this time. So Storm Team Live Radar Network is tracking some more of those showers moving through the area. You can still see that low pressure system towards the southeast coast, but you can see predictor right now just basically indicating this storm is going to be moved out by the time we get to about 2 a.m. 6 o'clock, still looking at some mostly cloudy conditions, and with the influence of some high pressure, should help to clear our skies slightly. But you can see a little bit of a shower chance. There's a cold front that's going to start to move through. It's very weak, or it's a very weak boundary that's going to move through. May trigger that stray shower chance late on Monday, getting into the overnight period. But other than that, looking at some partly to mostly cloudy conditions as we head into the middle of the week. So you can see on the 10-day forecast, getting milder. You can see into the 50s will go for our Tuesday, upper 40s for our Wednesday and Thursday. But it's definitely an active pattern as we get through Wednesday into next weekend, with a chance of some rain and possible snow. Back to